What's going on, guys? This is Matt Horner from Sports Mockery coming to you from the Wager Sphere to bring you yet another sports betting article and another sports betting video where we're going to go over Thursday night football this week. That's right. Tonight, the New England Patriots and the Los Angeles Rams take on each other down in LA in a rematch of Super Bowl 53. The Patriots got the best of the Rams' high flying offense in that game, turned into be kind of a bore, not gonna lie. And that Super Bowl 13-3 was the final score of that game. It seemed like it took forever. It was just dragging on. One of the more boring Super Bowls, honestly, in recent memory. So we're going to go over a whole bunch of things today. We're going to go over the spread. We're going to go over total, everything else that we usually go over. But first, once again, I want to tell all of you about DraftKings. Look, DraftKings, again, fantastic deal going on right now. $1,000 up to $1,000 deposit bonus when new users make new accounts on their website. So the way it works is that you go to their website, DraftKings, link in the description box below. You create a new account, right? You put in your information just like you would pretty much any other website. You create your new account, deposit a minimum of $5. That's all you got to do. So if you're a novice bettor, you're new to the wager sphere, $5. That's all you got to do to opt into this. So when you get in there, go to the promo section, opt in to this $1,000 deposit deal, go in, deposit at least $5. You get 20% back of your total deposit in site credit. So if you're there to bet, which obviously you are, because why else would you be watching this right now? You go in there, put $5 in, you get a free buck. 20% of $5 is $1. You get a free buck. You got $6 to bet on this game. It's a wonderful deal because you know why? It's free money. It doesn't matter how much or how little it is free money. So go ahead, sign up today. If you're a hardcore bettor and you're watching this and you don't have a DraftKings account, I don't know what you're doing, but at the same time, if you don't, still go in, link in the description box below, go in there, create a new account. You can deposit up to $5,000. You put $5,000 in there, you get a free $1,000 in site credit. I mean, it's a free $1,000. I mean, it's crazy, right? They're just giving $1,000 away if you put $5,000 into your account. So if you're a hardcore bettor and you're that into it, get a free grand. Why not, right? So go ahead, go to DraftKings now and get your free money. Claim your free cash because there's no reason not to. So let's get right into it, folks. New England Patriots at Los Angeles Rams. Once again, this is a rematch of the 2018 Super Bowl between the Rams' high-flying offense and the New England Patriots' fantastic defense. Defense prevailed in that game, obviously, like I was talking about. 13-3 was the final score. And the two teams have pretty much gone in opposite directions, I guess you kind of could say. New England is now, they're 6-6, so they've clawed their way back up into the playoff contention at this point. And LA retook first place in the NFC West when they dispatched the Cardinals last week, 38-28, and of course New England. If you read the article last week, man, that was a coaching mismatch for the ages. Bill Belichick against Anthony Lynn, and it was ugly. I mean, 45-0, he routed Anthony Lynn. Of course, Anthony Lynn is probably the worst head coach in the NFL, as I've been saying this entire time. He is awful, and they had about 1 billion special teams blunders. So the Patriots can't count on a score like that to happen again against the Rams, who probably aren't going to have 10 million special teams blunders like like Anthony Lynn and the Chargers did. Man, that was bad. I don't know what else to say about that. So anyway, this game, I feel like it's going to be lower scoring, right? Because in this game, you've got the Rams defense, which has been absolutely phenomenal this entire season, right? I mean, they have been top level, top tier defense. Jalen Ramsey is back to his former self. Aaron Donald is a monster in the middle. I mean, he's a Hall of Fame defensive tackle, period. I mean, there's really no getting around that. He is going to get to the Hall of Fame. I feel like this game's going to go under. I know it's a really low score projected total, 44.5. That is very low, as the NFL average is about 50. And this is 44.5, so that is way under NFL average scoring. But I feel like this is going to go under because The Patriots have been getting better on defense. They're still not great. Of course, Anthony Lynn would make you think they are great, but they're not great. They're not like that, shutting out an opponent 45 to nothing every week. And the Rams defense is legit. Like they are really good, right? So 8 of the Rams' last 9 games as favorites have gone under the total, with the exception of last week against the Arizona Cardinals. So really, the trend keeps pointing we should be going under in this game. And I think there's a really good reason for that when you've got one defense who's played phenomenal all year and you got another defense that's working their way up the ladder and playing better as of late. Bill Belichick, early in the season, that defense was playing very poorly. The Jets kind of tore him up a bit, which I thought was going to happen because that defense had been playing poorly, and Bill Belichick has started to coach them up. And the defense is getting better slowly and steadily, which leads me to believe in a game that's lower scoring like this, the Patriots are getting 5 points here. I really feel like this is going to be like a field goal game. Like it's going to be like really close, right? I mean, it's going to be last minute field goal, last second field goal to win this game. I think the Rams are going to win. They are at home, and the Rams, I mean, they've won 6 of their last 7 home games, so they've been pretty dominant at home. But I just feel like New England is going to keep this close, man. With the amount that they run the ball, how good they are at running the ball, 275 yards rushing in the past 2 games. Uh, they're going to run this clock down. They're going to take a lot of time. They're going to keep the game close. And in the end, I think it's going to be a lower scoring game that I think is going to be won by the LA Rams, maybe by a field goal. And the Patriots are going to cover the +5. That's just how I feel about this game. That's the way I think the game plan is going to go. Now, I wouldn't doubt it's a possibility that the Rams also get up in this game. And New England is going to have to start throwing it later in the game. And maybe they come back and cover the number at that point in like a garbage time scenario, which is definitely possible as well. But either way, I'm taking New England +5. If I was betting money line in this game, which I'm not, I would bet the Rams. I think they're going to win the game. And I would take the under 44.5 in this great Thursday night matchup. Some player props to consider in this game. So there's, I have absolutely a ton of them. I have 10 of them listed in the article here. Obviously, they're going to be below this video. There's a bunch of player props and some statistics that I looked at and that maybe we should go over here. So first one I have there, Cam Newton, anytime touchdown scorer. Look, Cam has scored at least 1 touchdown in 4 of his last 5 road appearances. So, I mean, number one, Cam runs the football a ton anyway, right? Like that's what they want to do is they want to run the football. And I think early in this game, they're going to be doing that a lot. So I would not be surprised to see Cam Newton get in the end zone. I mean, he's done it very frequently this year. So Cam Newton, anytime touchdown, I think that's definitely one to look at and consider. And then we've got Cooper Kupp. Kupp has scored a touchdown in 6 of his last 7 December appearances. For some reason, Cooper Kupp in December, when the chips are down, when everything's on the line, I mean, he's a great receiver anyway. But in December, he really turns it on. I mean, he's turns the gas light on under him. And he's pretty much a touchdown machine in December. So I would look at Cooper Kupp's anytime touchdown +150. I think that's a really good player prop to consider. Some other anytime touchdowns to consider. Cam Akers has scored a touchdown in 3 of the last Rams games. So literally the last 3 games the Rams have played, Cam Akers has scored a touchdown. He's the number 1 back right now in LA. Darrell Henderson's starting to fall down the line there. And I really feel like he's just starting to take over the Rams backfield, which he should because he's the best running back they have. There's no doubt about that. So Cam Akers, anytime touchdown. I think that's also a great bet. That's -106. And then you've got a one that's priced a little more, priced a little less. You're actually getting better value here. +375 right now. James White, okay, anytime touchdown scorer. He has scored at least one touchdown in 6 of his last 9 regular season road appearances in primetime games. Primetime James White. For some reason, he loves the spotlight, right? He loves the spotlight like I got a light in front of me right now. And he just, for some reason, he just appears in these primetime games and is really good. So I would take a look. James White, anytime touchdown scorer. I feel like he has the possibility for sure in this game to get into the end zone. Some other props I'm looking at here. So I know in this game, the Patriots are going to be trying to run the football. They're going to try to run the football a lot, especially early in this game. But I do think the possibility is that the Rams could get up on them in this game, which means Cam Newton is going to have to throw the football. And his receiving yards prop is very, very low, 185 and a half. Cam has recorded 193 plus passing yards in 11 of his last 13 road appearances. So that lends me to believe that, number one, if they get down in this game, I think he easily can go over 185. That is a very low number, especially if they start trailing. I mean, they're going to have to do something in garbage time. And Cam Newton, I think, can definitely go over that number. Then you got Jared Goff, 270.5 passing yards in this game. He's thrown 302 plus passing yards in 4 of the Rams' last 5 games. The Rams are 6th in total passing offense this year. So, like I was saying in the article, they love to throw the ball, like especially off of that play action bootleg type thing. They love it. They love throwing the ball like that. Goff has been lighting it up recently. He's had a lot of turnovers. Not going to say he hasn't, but he's been throwing for a ton of yards. So 270 and a half is definitely one that I would be taking a look at in this game, especially at home where Goff tends to play better in SoFi Stadium or the LA Coliseum, wherever his home stadium is. He just tends to play better. Some receiving yards I'm looking at. Tyler Higbee, 40 plus receiving yards in 4 of his last 5 appearances in primetime games. Higbee's another player that just seems to turn it on when the lights are on as well. So I'd take a look at that, minus 112. It's over 27 and a half receiving yards. You got Josh Reynolds on the Rams. Reynolds has recorded 40 plus receiving yards in 6 of the Rams' last 7 games when they're favorites in a game. So that is plus 108 right now. I think Reynolds definitely has the opportunity in this game to get some targets. Then you've got Robert Woods. Robert Woods, 60 and a half. That's all he has to go over. Look, Woods is like their Cooper Kupp plays in the slot, and Woods is their primary guy on the outside. He's had 80 plus receiving yards in 4 of the Rams' last 5 games. Jared Goff obviously has a repertoire with this guy, and they've been just on point recently. 60 and a half, definitely something to take a look at, minus 112. And then finally for the Patriots, in terms of their yardage, Damiere Byrd. He has recorded 65 plus receiving yards in each of the Patriots' last 3 night road games. He's minus 112 right now, over 37 and a half. This is another guy that when it's daytime, it just, doesn't seem to click. But when it's nighttime and when the lights are on, Damiere Byrd, he just, for some reason he goes off or he has a really long play or something happens like that. 37 and a half for literally the Patriots' only deep threat in Damiere Byrd. He could get that on one pass, like 37 and a half yards. He could get that on one pass. He is their main deep threat. Look at Damiere Byrd over receiving yards. So with that, guys, that's it for me for this video. Hope you guys enjoy this article. I hope you enjoyed this video. Once again, DraftKings, link in the description box below. Go there, sign up, get your free money, bet on this game. Lots of props, lots of information that I have here. So look at all that and decide what you want to do. And I'm sure through all this, if you can trail me, you can fade me, whatever you want to do, go to Twitter at MattyBets __. There I'm going to be I pretty much live tweet every single game. Like, if I'm frustrated at a certain bet or if I'm happy something happened. And of course I post all of my official plays on Twitter as well. So anything that I'm playing, anything I'm on, live tweeting the games, everything like that in terms of sports betting, Follow me there at Maddie Bets underscore underscore. I will see all of you in the next article, and I will see all of you in the next video here in the Wager Sphere. Have a good night, folks.